Hello, we're here to do our very last soundbite of the 27th ASGCT annual meeting. If you haven't heard by now, you should know I'm Lynnea Olivarez, the incoming comms committee chair here at ASGCT. And I'm very, very pleased to say that our last soundbite is with Dr. Paula Cannon, who will be taking over for Dr. Chamberlain as the incoming ASGCT president. So, Dr. Cannon, yes, it's going to be a corny question, but how was this week for you? Was there anything in particular that stood out?
So, I'm just blown away by the variety of what we do here. My background is as a basic scientist, and so I always think that I'm going to hang out at posters that are kind of getting in the weeds of how viral vectors are made, but actually none of that this time. Instead, I found myself really fascinated by walking around the exhibit hall. I mean, there's some really nice, comfy sofas there, and
some good swag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got a bamboo cup and a scented candle. Yes, there was very good swag this year. But actually, all joking aside, walking around the exhibit hall makes me just realize how far this field has come, and that cell and gene therapies are kind of almost a mundane reality now, which is phenomenal when you think about it. I mean, where are we? This is the 27th meeting. Imagine 27 years ago, just thinking about what the field has turned into. So I love the exhibit hall, and again, it's just so fantastic that we have so many and such loyal sponsors, because they're a big part of this society. And then, of course, just the variety of the talks. I mean, maybe I've just been in this field a long time now, but I find I can just, rather than looking at my schedule and trying to plan things, I just wander into the first room I see now, because there's always going to be something interesting in it, because the quality of the sessions has been phenomenal. And then probably my personal favorite would be the big general sessions, especially the ones where I'm forced to sit on the podium and try and do the gymnastics of seeing the slides, even though they're kind of not easy for me to see, and dealing with the echo that you hear when you're up on the stage. But again, it really feels like a privilege to be part of introducing the people that we are showcasing and honoring at the meeting. The people who've won awards, the people we're just saying thank you to for their contributions. So really, just, all of it. I'm going to maybe give a pass on the coffee this year. That probably wouldn't make my top 10 good things, but I think otherwise, I think it's been an outstanding meeting.
And as you prepare to take the reins, what are some of the things that you'd like to prioritize for members?
You mean in terms of the next meeting, or just in general?
Over the coming year, over your tenure.
Right. Well, one of the things I think is quite interesting when you're president is you get to have some input into what some of the satellite meetings are that we could put on. So I'm going to be talking to people, have some ideas for those. Also, I'm actually very excited to be involved in planning the next meeting, because it's in New Orleans, yes. Right? So that'll be kind of fun. And I've been taking notes about what worked, what maybe we could improve at this meeting, and what people want to see more of. So I'm excited about that. On more serious notes, I think this is going to be an explosive year for gene therapy. I mean, we've been in the lag phase for a long time, and we're now absolutely exponential in terms of therapies being approved, patients being treated. So I'm, my philosophy is going to be, I'm going to try and not break anything. As president, I'm going to try and be, and continue to be a cheerleader for the field, because it's something I just believe in so much, and I'm just, excited that I have this opportunity now. But if people out there listening have ideas of what I should focus on, my email's easy to find if you Google me.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Cannon. And I think on that note, we will leave you with some sound bites to contemplate over the next year, and we'll see you in New Orleans in 2025.